English online session. Today we are going to look into a poem. The name of the poem is The Voice of the Rain, and it is written by Walt Whitman. It is a conversation between the poet and the rain. So this poem has been written like the poet having a conversation with the rain. The rain explains its eternal journey in its birthplace, that is earth, to the poet. The rain was describing its life cycle, or from its birthplace to its eternal journey, like the rain was explaining it to the poet. So like two people are discussing something, that way in a conversation manner it was written. Before explaining the poem, let me give you a few hints about the poet. Walter Whitman, he is popularly known as Walt Whitman, was an American poet, essayist, and journalist. A humanist, he was a part of the transition between transcendentalism and realism, incorporating both views in his works. So he includes transcendentalism and realism in his works. So understanding something by reasonable questioning, examining such a way, not believing something because someone said to you, or without a reasonable check, analyzing it, not trying to understand. If you want to understand something, just do it, analyze it, examine it. So that kind of a trend he has created and followed in his work. Whitman is among the most influential poets in the American canon, often called the father of free verse. So his verse at the time of following a systematic way of writing, following rhyme scheme, all those things, he started writing free verse, not following any systematic way of writing poem. His attitude is presenting the thoughts in a poetic way, that's all. Now let me explain the poem. And who art thou, said to the soft falling shower, which strange to tell gave me an answer as here translated. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal I rise, impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. So the poet was asking, who are you? Who art thou means who are you? Said to the soft falling shower. It's raining, and he was questioning, who are you? And he was saying that he was claiming that he got the reply, and he was just translated it and given it here. I am the poem of the earth. So the rain said to the poet, I am the poem of the earth. Eternal I rise, impalpable. Impalpable, which cannot be described. I rise from the earth. My birthplace is earth. Eternal I rise, impalpable, out of the land and the bottomless sea. I just rise from the land and from the bottomless sea. Here, the poet was asking to the rain, who are you? And the rain was saying, she was the song of earth and where it's coming from. These four lines explaining that. Upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed, altogether changed and yet the same. So it's go up. This rhyme initially just like vapors, it just go up. Whence vaguely formed, whence means where vaguely means not clearly, just form, not like the rain you see now. I just rise from the earth like a vapor, and vaguely, not clearly, I formed in the heaven. Altogether changed and yet the same. I just go through big changes. You all know, you have studied the rain cycle from its from the vaporization to what are the process it has, the rain cycle. So but whatever changes I get, I still the same. I remain the same. I descend to leave the droughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only latent, unborn. So I just wash. I descend to wash, live here, wash. I just come down to wash. What are the things? Droughts. So if you are not getting rain for a long time, you just started feeling the drought. At the time of drought, if we get rain, we can feel how the earth changes. So the atom is here, small particles, dust layers on the surface of the land, of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. If I am not coming down, without me, these seeds that down in the land, it won't just sprout. It become unborn. So I am very important. I just go up and as I come down, I just beautify the earth. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin and make pure and beautify it. So, and day and night, I just give back life to my own origin. My origin is earth. I just come back and give life to my origin and I make it pure. I just clean it and also I beautify it. For the song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, recount or unrecount, duly with love returns. Like a song, it starts from the origin, from the mind of a poet or the writer, and it may recognized, it may appreciated by other people, or it is not appreciated, but it still come back to him in any way. Likewise, this rhyme, it is starting from the earth. The starting place is, or the birthplace is earth, and it's going up, and after a process it coming back to here. The same way, the song or a poem, it starts from the mind of the poet or the writer. It may just go to some reader's mind, and it may come back in the form of appreciation, or whether it is understood or not, recount or unrecount, it come back to the poet. Very beautifully he explained the poem like a conversation between another person, and he just compared how this beautiful uh, rain just start from the earth and coming back to the birthplace again and beautifying it. The same way, a poem or a song, it start from the mind of a person, and it may be recognized or unrecognized by the other people, but it always come back to him in the form of appreciation or something like that. Now let me explain you the poetic devices or the literary devices used in the poem. The voice of the Rhine, literary devices, personification. The poet used a non-living thing as a living thing in the poem. Here, Rhine is personified. Okay, Rhine is a non-living thing, but he considered the Rhine like another person, like he was speaking to Rhine. So that is personification here. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the Rhine. Ryan could not speak. Ryan cannot be considered another person. But here he just personified Ryan as another person. Metaphor, an indirect comparison between the qualities of different things. So metaphor here, he had compared different qualities. Look at that. I am the poem of the earth. Rhine is being compared to a poem. Here the Rhine is compared with a poem. Hyperbole, exaggerated statements, giving exaggeration to create the effect or create the depth of something. Here, bottomless sea, there is no end, very deep. The poet wanted to say that it is very deep, so he was saying bottomless sea. Finally, imagery, visual description of something, soft falling shower. When a person reads this line, the same thing comes as a picture in the mind, imagery. Hope you understood the poem. Now read the poem thoroughly. See you with another topic in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye.